BYEMBA. If you like, you can call me BYEMBA SABINE. I love it that way, by the way. Yeah, I'm a counseling psychologist.
Okay.
I work at Let's Talk 247, which is an online platform that connect individual like me and you to professional counselors in Kenya. So these counselors are registered by the board of Kenya, and they're ready to listen to anyone, me and you, anyone. Yeah.
Wow. That was quite an intro. Now that we have much to talk about, we're going to be tackling a few things concerning mental awareness. Msikilizaji jamani, if you want to know anything about mental health, this is the place for you. We're going to focus on how people can recognize and manage mental health issues like stress, anxiety, mambo kama yale. Also, we're going to be talking about how women have dominated the world of psychology field. Mambo kama haya tutakuwa nazungumzia. So, first things first. Sabina amezaliwa wapi, amelelewa wapi?
Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Born in Congo, raised in Tanzania.
Born in Congo?
Yeah.
Which part of Congo?
DRC, Bukavu.
Okay. Because I understand lately kumekuwa na issues pale Congo.
Yeah.
And some places have been a bit famous due to that matter. So do you want to talk upande gani exactly?
Natoka South Kivu, but let me put it this way.
Okay.
Tanzanian.
You're Tanzanian in short.
Tanzanian, but also now I'm a Kenyan.
Somehow.
A true African.
Okay. How long have you been in Kenya, by the way?
Since 2019.
Since 2019, that is almost 6 years now.
6 years, yeah.
Wow.
My name Kenya, Joe.
Love that. As we continue, by the way, when is the right time for someone to seek therapy?
I can say there is no right time for one to seek therapy.
Okay.
Because now therapy, I can say we all need therapy at some point. So it's not only for those who are struggling. It's not only for those who are depressed or have anxiety that went for therapy. Even a normal person like me, I need therapy because ukienda for therapy, there is a lot of things which unaweza realize you have been struggling with ama ziko, but ulikuwa ujui. You get it? Because a therapist will take you through step by step. Other therapists wanaanzia from the moment you were young. They start digging from your childhood mpaka hapo umefika. So utakuta there are things we need to work on. So hakuna right time, but also I can say there are some symptoms. If you find kuna symptoms ziko unaona zime appear for some times, that is when it's I think I would say it's advisable.
Symptoms like what? Maybe someone is going through such kind of symptoms right now.
Kuna persistent sadness, like unakuwa sad daily. Kuna hizo mood swings. Leo naamka uko hivi,
unasikia tu kitu kidogo mtu ashakubo. Mtu ashakuudhi. Yes,
kuna anger, kuna headache haziishi. Ukiamkaga tu ni kichwa inauma. Sometimes unakuta there is that insomnia. Lack of sleep. Leo nashinda ikifika usiku wanaume amlali.
Kwa simu.
Yes, now simu, you see now which can lead to something else. So kuna hizo symptoms na zikifika for a period of 2 weeks. Iko hivyo, that is when you can just go for help. Just go ask for seek help. And also kuna hiyo hopelessness.
Alright.
Yeah, kuna hiyo nimekata tamaa kabisa ya life.
Unasikia yani I'm done with work. I'm done with hustling.
So inakuwa so hard for you. Go seek for help. Kuna vitu vingi. Kuna wengine unakuta stomach, tumbo kabisa inasumbua. Others unakuta now sometimes you feel your body is sick, but at some point ukienda usi hakuna anything. Unapewa dawa ya minyoo and then you come back.
Daktari anataka yana kupatia tu dawa yote.
Unapewa hizo dawa and then hakuna any disease, kumbe ni you're struggling with a certain mental disorder.
Wow.
That is it. Allow me to say also for women, because
Yes.
there was a report that was given by WHO.
Okay.
Na inasema 5% of people around the world suffer from depression, but now women are more affected. Are more affected compared to men. So now I'm going back. Let me go back to those symptoms.
Yes.
As women, there is something. Women, kuna time tunapata our menses, allow me to say that.
Yes,
na unakuta sometimes there are symptoms zinakuja because of mental disorders, because there is a disorder called premenstrual PMDD, I can say, which has been caused by menses. But it's a type of depression.
Because what I understand, during the menses, ladies are usually moody and maybe overexcited, overwhelmed,
anger, wengine wanakuwa suicidal at some point, but unakuta it's because of that depression.
Wow.
So
okay,
that is it.
Okay. Have you noticed, so far so good in your field of work, have you noticed any common patterns on how men and women approach therapy differently, or is it just the same?
I can say men, sijapata cases mingi ya men. Men hawaja embrace therapy. Ladies wako,
because mwanaume ni kuji,
mwanaume ni
kukangumu,
mwanaume ni kuweka, mwanaume, you see now, because of the African whatever tumelelewa about men and the mentality men wamekuwa nayo, so approach ya men is quite different from how women seek therapy. Mwanaume mpaka aende therapy ni unless imemfika kwa koo.
Yani amelemewa kabisa.
That is when utakuta mwanaume anaenda for therapy. Ama if ameenda OC and then the doctor wamemwambia you can go for therapy. Or if somebody has been struggling with a terminal illness, that is when unakuta they can go for therapy. But as ladies, ladies we are so vulnerable. A woman unaweza kuta tu kuna that, if there is that chance, they will go. Kabisa, they take that.
Women are more open-minded.
Yes, compared to men. I can't say that they are open-minded because hata men wako open-minded.
Lakini ndo mwanaume afungue roho kwambie yenyewe, bro, this is what I'm going through.
But anaambia wanaume wenzao.
Yeah, at some point. Alafu sasa unapata brother pia anamwambia hiyo kitu kidogo, acha mchezo.
Talking about that is the stigma around mental health. That is the stigma that imekuwa hapo.
Yes.
Yeah, so maze wanaume tujikaze kuimpress hiyo kitu like
It's quite interesting, by the way. You work with people who are emotionally vulnerable. How do you protect your own mental space?
First, I don't take things personally.
That's the first rule. Never take it personally.
I don't take it personally. Of course, I will put myself into your shoes.
Unapatana mtu mpaka ukaguza ukasema jamani mtoto wake wenyewe anaumia.
There was a time I was at Kenyatta Hospital. And you see, Kenyatta is it's a place where people from different places, as in situation wako hapo. And imagine you are kuna mtu leo, you're talking with them vizuri, and then tomorrow hawako.
Asha pass.
Amepass. So for me it was like ilini affect in one way or another. I came to realize I was taking them nilikuwa nimewabeba sana. So at some point I had to go for therapy. So I went for therapy again.
A therapist going for therapy.
That is a must. Yeah, as long as you're a therapist, it's a must for you to go for therapy. Because unabeba vitu za watu. You're carrying a lot. So it affected me in one way or another, because at some point nilikuwa nakosa kulala kabisa. Even eating nilikuwa hard. Like I can't eat kabisa because of, so I was grieving vitu za watu. So after going for therapy, nilifunzwa how to manage like issues a client. Of course, when you're in the session, I will wear your shoes, kiatu yako nitajaribu kuvaa, and then we will try as much as we can to work on your issues, and then ukitoka kwa mlango, just know tumetoka but si kutokana but yes, ukirudi tena
for your own nini?
Yeah, for my own good, I can say. For my own well-being,
because you're also a human being.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
But it must be hard. Unatoka hivyo, you've talked to someone, umempatia hopes and stuff, then the next day you hear amepass.
Yeah.
You live with the questions in your head.
Yes, that is it. So we carry a lot. Psychologists carry a lot. And as I said, I want to applaud psychologists in Kenya. They are doing a lot behind the bars.
Wow.
They are doing a lot. It's a lot. We carry a lot. That is what I can say.
That is actually a heavy compliment, because maybe personally I know they've been doing less, because we've been having a lot of cases of, I don't know, femicide and people killing each other because of relationship issues. And I'm like, God damn, how can we cope this? How do we handle such matters?
What do you mean by?
Because, for example, a case like femicide, we've had it for the longest time now, and it's still happening. Even just a weeks ago, kuna mwingine pia ameua mwenzake kwa nyumba. How do we handle such cases?
I think kuna hiyo ya, if you feel you are in a relationship ama you are in a person who is hurting you, first, wewe mwenyewe you need to run. Tuache kubebea watu vitu. Like, I hope I'm answering it correct. But mi sitakufichia mazambi zako. Let us learn to speak about easy vitu. If you are hurting, if somebody is hurting you, first learn to speak, because now as sisi wengine tunakuja kurealize when it's too late, when kitu ime happen, but tunakuta the person mwenye umekuwa ukipitia kitu first. I'm not blaming the survivor or whatever, but it's good kuongea. And also another thing,